Great, now I get to tell you the institutional. Many questions will prevail themselves upon you. You need to wingle out the correct choice and impress the boutonniere next to it. There is a clock counting down your time, so if you buzz in forthwith, the more Sonorians you'll win. Or surrender.
Okay, folks, we're getting close. 10 seconds.
Bye, Curious.
Can we get a monster check, please?
5.
Let's go to black.
3.
Taste the memory.
This is Cookie, and I've spent years of my life trying to decipher the meaning of the lyrics to Toto's Africa. Couldn't find a partner? Gee, it's kind of like a metaphor. Do you know what that means? And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
The Red Council. From Rudolph to Russia, we are the Red Council.
Try to choose the wrong answer, brought to you by our sponsor, to get prizes and cash. Okay, what are we waiting for? Right off the top. Oh no, you didn't. Suppose speed skater Apollo Anton Ono falls down and his body reacts just like the character who always says, "Oh no!" What will happen? He'll bounce off the ice like rubber, he'll break into tiny pieces like glass, he'll get squished like clay, or he'll turn green and angry. The character who says, "Oh no," is Mr. Bill, the lovable clay figurine who's always getting his body squished by one thing or another. Another similarity is that Mr. Bill wears red, white, and blue, just like Apollo Ono. Am I right? USA! 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 Come on, say it with me. USA! No? US? Yeah, okay. Next. Here's one I like to call Young Vampires in Love. In case you haven't read the books, the vampires in Twilight... The vampires sparkle like diamonds. What would vampire Edward Cullen look like if his diamond sparkle were GIA certified as grade E for Edward? A colorless vampire, a near colorless vampire, a faint yellow vampire, or a yellow vampire? There's some faint yellow where your score was because you just pissed it away. No, I'll get this. According to the Diamond Color Grading Scale established by the Gemological Institute of America, E-grade diamonds are colorless. And E-grade diamonds are friggin' expensive. I know this because I've had several costly failed engagements. I think I'm gonna go read Breaking Dawn one more time. Say hello to, 'cause I'm a rocket duck. What do Scrooge McDuck and Sir Elton John have in common? They both dropped out of school, they were both born in Scotland, they were both named after Dickens characters, or they both are terrorized by the Beagle Boys. Both are self-made men as they dropped out of school at early ages. Which just goes to show you kids that the only thing standing between you and a massive bin of money to swim in is school. Up next, well, you sure smell fishy, and it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 animals. For each one, tell me if it's definitely a fish or if it's definitely not a fish. If it's a fish, press the number 1. If it's not a fish, press the number 2. Each one right nets you 300 keepers. Get it wrong and I'll throw back 300. Make it fast. You don't want this one to get away. Okay, let's move. Jellyfish. Cuttlefish. Starfish. Crayfish. Sawfish. Fish. Eel. Don't be shad. Maybe next time you can regroup her and kick its bass. It's interesting how they have the word fish in their names, but aren't actually fish. It's like a grapefruit. It's neither a grape nor a fruit.
Actually, Cookie, a grapefruit is a fruit.
I hate you, Chad.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
And now, introducing Brad Zapp with the son. Which difficult celebrity name have I misspelled? Jake Gyllenhaal, Shia LaBeouf, Scarlett Johansson, or Zach Galifianakis? No, that's spelled right, unless you were thinking it was an incredibly elaborate misspelling of Tobey Maguire. Let me show you something. Shia LaBeouf is the only name here that is misspelled. Next up, how to pronounce Giafor. That'll bring an end to our first round. And you're in pretty good shape for now. Keep in mind, in round 2, everything is worth twice as much. Let's see what's in store. And on its way, Choo Choo Meet Virginia. What train whistle sequence would notify the band Train that their career is going backwards? This, or this? 3 short whistle toots means the train is backing up. In other words, Train's concert tour would sound something like this. Hello, New York! Hello, Toledo! Hello, Southland Shopping Center! Question 7! Here's one for you. Internal temperatures. Our interns bought me this cooking thermometer for when I grill because they kept on getting salmonella. I guess it was nice, but I tried to tell them I'm doing that on purpose. Okay, say I didn't want to get an intern violently ill. Okay, sorry, let me start over. Okay, say I didn't want to get an intern violently ill. What should be the minimum internal temperature of the chicken we'll be having at our next staff cookout? 98 degrees Fahrenheit, 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 212 degrees Fahrenheit, or 320 degrees Fahrenheit? The USDA recommends chicken be cooked to 165 degrees to kill salmonella and other harmful bacteria. I guess I should stop giving the interns food poisoning. A part of me will miss it, but this does free up my schedule enough to fit in some flogging. Oh, hello! Unpaid help! I want to show you something! Come here, you! Oh, look at how cute they are when they're scared.
Plucking chickens, picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Coming up next, Epic Fall. You know, I'm really not hungry, so maybe we could skip doing the Cookie's Fortune this time around. Maybe do a trash question or a,
Cookie fortune, cookie messages.
Okay, fine. I'm putting on a lot of weight because of these questions. Let's just get to the fortune. No man is a failure who is enjoying life. Whatever. Which of these failures is enjoying Milton Bradley's game of life? George Costanza rolling dice, Willie Loman pulling a chance card, Wile E. Coyote spinning a number... The game of life doesn't use dice or that weird bubble from the game Trouble. It uses a spinning wheel embedded in the middle of the game board. I hate playing life with Wile E. Coyote. I always get distracted by the free birdseed signs he leaves on the board.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, if I die.
It's time for Darty Dar Dar. Suppose Charles Darwin's famous world-traveling ship gets bought and renamed for advertising purposes. Which new name would keep the same breed of dog in the ship's original name? HMS Marmaduke, HMS Odie, HMS Snoopy. Snoopy is a beagle, and Darwin sailed on the HMS Beagle. So then you'd have a ship named after Snoopy, and then that MetLife blimp with Snoopy on it. All they need now is to paint a Snoopy on every car in America.
Hold me, never let me go.
Am I dreaming?
This one's called I'm from the Future and I Need Pants. So I've been thinking I'd like to do some time traveling, but I'm not really comfortable with public nudity. Which time travel method is the safest bet if I don't want people in other time periods seeing my junk? The one from the Terminator movies, the one from 12 Monkeys, the one from The Time Traveler's Wife, or the one from Time Cop? Time travel requires some nudity in the Terminator, 12 Monkeys, and The Time Traveler's Wife. But in Time Cop, it just requires you to ride in some weird crash test simulator thingy. It also requires you to be Jean-Claude Van Damme, which is too high a price. Too high a price! Welcome to the attack. When you see two clues that match, press 1. $4,000 if you're right, but you lose $4,000 if you're wrong. And most importantly,
remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Can I interest you in a threesome? Okay, I'll start off with an easy one. Ready, set, go. That's all she wrote! That was just beautiful. Stunning. No, I'm serious. I've never felt this way before. I mean, you're so free out there, vibrant, wild. I need to draw you.
You don't know Jack!
That's a wrap. Donnie, what's happening?